Somewhere in Bushland off a dusty road today, friends and family celebrated the Bushland boys for being drafted into the NFL. Crockett Gilmore and Weston Richburg played football together most of their careers, even at Colorado State. But the draft has taken Gilmore to Baltimore Ravens and Richburg to the New York Giants. Pronews 7 Sports caught up with the Bushland boys at their hometown party today. And the Ravens obviously made it to the Super Bowl a couple seasons ago. How does it feel that that team selected you, knowing that they are a contender each and every year with Joe Flacco and their defense to make the Super Bowl?
They have an explosive offense. They have some really talented guys. They have some tight ends that are there already that are older guys that have been around. They're veterans. They know what they're doing. They've been successful. And like you said, they continue to succeed in the NFL and make playoffs, and that's the whole reason I'm in the game. I want to win. So I couldn't be more excited to be a Raven and, like I said, just be a part of that offense.
All right, Weston, the Giants, obviously an amazing team, 2 Super Bowl wins in the last 8 years, and they are the team to beat in the NFC East. How does it feel that they selected you early in the second round?
I'm honored to be a part of the organization. Like you said, they've been really successful in recent years, and to be playing with Eli Manning it's a blessing and an honor.
Speaking of Eli Manning, is there any extra pressure for you to protect a Manning brother?
I think there might be a little added pressure, but it's just it's so cool to play with a player like that. Who has a history like he does, 2 Super Bowls, and just the success he's had. I can learn a lot from it, so I'm really looking forward to it.
We'll have more from those interviews tomorrow night at 10. And here's some WT signings. Nathan Slaughter, wide receiver, signed with the Houston Texans. Dustin Vaughn, QB, signed with the Cowboys. Terrence Allen, wide receiver, to the Chargers. Ethan Westbrook's defensive end to the Rams. And Sergio Castillo, a kicker, signed to the Saints. Congrats to all these players. Now on to baseball. Red Sox are in Arlington. Top of the 4th. Sox up 4-0. Batters on 2nd and 3rd. Johnny Gomes hits one deep to left center for a double RBI. Sox take a 6-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th, runners on the corners. Prince Fielder hits a sac fly. Chu comes around for the score, and the Rangers are now finally on the board. And then we go later in the 4th. Alex Rios with a triple RBI deep to right center. Beltre would come around for the score. Now let's go to the scoreboard. Rangers do lose to the Red Sox 8-3, and the Astros are tied with Baltimore 4-all in extra innings following a rain delay. And tournament action this weekend at Schaefer Park. Lady Buffs take an early 7-0 lead over Metro State. Top of the 3rd, bases loaded. Kelsey Tillery hits an RBI single. Roadrunners get on the board. Now later in the 3rd, with runners on 2nd and 3rd, Aubrey Mall grounds one to left for a double RBI. Roadrunners closing the gap down 7-4 now. To the bottom of the 3rd, bases loaded for the Lady Buffs. Renee Irwin hits one to shortstop, but she can't make the play there. Mallory Wyatt comes in for the score. Lady Buffs up 8-4. Let's go to the final. Lady Buffs win 13-5 and advance to the championship game tomorrow against Midwestern State at 1:30 at Schaefer Park. And on to W2 baseball. The Buffs won the earlier game today 5-3 against Angelo State, but they lost the title game against Tarleton State tonight 4-3. And there's some playoff high school baseball action too. Tascosa beats Fossil Ridge 2-0 to advance today. And Amarillo High lost the first game to El Paso Ysleta, but the Sandies would come back in the second game 15-9 to advance in the playoffs. Also, Bushland lost game 2 to Denver City, but the Falcons win the deciding game 3-9-3 to advance. And Perryton takes care of Fort Stockton in games 2 and 3 to move on. And Childress also won game 2 and 3 against Abernathy to advance. And finally, Booker puts up 25 runs to beat Seymour, and Claude beats Electra 12-7 to sweep the series. And some other high school items. The Canyon and Pampa softball teams advanced to the state semifinals, while Randall lost to Friendship. At the UIL state track meets, Grant McLean of Channing won 2 gold medals in the Class 1A Division II 110 and 330-meter hurdles. Walker Williams of Wellington won gold in the 1A Division I 110-meter hurdles. 12 other athletes and 1 relay team also won medals. And it was the final day of play at the 8th Annual Coors Light Senior Partnership at Comanche Trail. The duo of Dario Garza and Kyle Kelting are your winners. They now have a berth in the season-ending senior division of the Tournament of Champions. And on to the PGA, Ryan Palmer shot 1 under par. Round 3 of the Players' Championship. He's tied for 37th place.
And I'm really looking forward to hearing more from the Bushland boys tomorrow night at 10.
Yeah, the party was a lot of fun. I have a feeling those guys are going to have really good careers in the NFL. They're very smart.
And what amazing teams to get to go to, and who they get to play for. So
yeah, they're not the Browns. They're good teams they're going to. So
I like that. All right, well, Alyssa's in next with one last check of your forecast.